Remember. All right, we're on. We're on. What's up, brother? We
What's
are
up, man?
on.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I am coming from. I don't think I've told the general public, but I do not operate a studio space anymore. So I'm digging it in my my home based thing. I got a little, you know, like Darth Vader thing going on in the background, right? Where
Yeah,
you
evil.
at?
That's supposed to be me. That's supposed to be me with the evil empire theme.
That's right. That's right.
Seeing
Where
as I've
you
worked
at?
for all the evil empire, I'm in Charleston right now. The
Nice.
in-laws. So
Nice.
that's the poor lighting and poor microphone sound you're
You know
hearing.
what?
My bad.
It's all good.
I
Poor
actually thought
lighting.
about packing everything up.
Nah, nah. So I'll
That
tell
would
you a
have been so
story.
extra.
Like last week, I was in Miami, right? And I
Yeah,
was packing my bag and thinking about our show. I packed my camera, I packed the mic, and I just kind of went, hold up, like the whole entire purpose of this is that it's easy to do, and the story doesn't change whether we have HD camera or 4K camera.
yeah,
So I almost wanted to, like I'm in the business of helping people create content to add value, but it's like I didn't want to be a hypocrite going, yeah, I'm traveling and we're still doing this, but then like I ended up having to check a whole entire bag because I have set of gears, right? So I try to make it as compact as possible. I literally was able to fit everything I needed in this bag right here. I got my little
Oh, that's
mic.
cool.
Yep, got my little mic and
Little
my
SM. Is that an
AirPods.
SM58? What
This
you
is
got there?
not the SM58. It looks like it, but this is actually from Audio Technica. And you can
Okay.
see it's got a USB and a XLR input. So you
Ah,
can
okay.
literally just plug it into your computer and it becomes a microphone. Like, yo,
Got you.
boom,
Yeah.
yo,
You
right?
were ready to do karaoke right there. I
I
saw it.
was, I was, and the ironic thing is, I hooked it up last week and it didn't even work. So I had to kind of revert to my AirPods. So
Oh, okay.
I mean, I kid you not, man. This is all you need. This is literally all you need, um, to to start pushing content. So, but anyways, we had fun last week, right? Like Ryan
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good to get to know him.
and Jonathan, like pretty cool dudes. Like I just love how we're getting to like meet people just through this whole experience, right? Um, and,
Yeah,
and I thought that was kind of cool, and I started to intentionally like look for more people to be able to bring on so that we can have more of these conversations, and I'm starting to find out there's a whole bunch of unique people that are sort of like in our realm where they're not actually real estate agents, but they're doing things for the betterment of the community, right? To make the industry better.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, there's a ton of cool people like that. Like I think the first time I recognized that was like Ricky Carruth. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He has this program called Zero to Diamond, but
Okay.
it's a complete training system for agents. And he gave up. Like, first of all, he's $1 million a year producer. That's what Diamond is in Remax.
Okay.
So Zero to Diamond, and he gave up something like, I don't know, like 50K, 60K a year in like mentorship and training revenue that he was
Okay.
charging people for his training, because he's like, I just want to give this away free. And so
Okay.
he gives it away free. He's one of the guys who does the cold calling and like throws it up online and just does it live so people can watch him.
Oh, right
Like,
on.
so seeing guys like that like get me super excited.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so also with with our guest last week as well, same deal.
Yeah, absolutely. And then next week, oh well, I guess sometime between now and next week, our next guest that's coming on is I'm really excited to speak with her because she definitely does something interesting. I believe she's the founder of this site, Selling Later, right? Um, Let me see here. You see the screen? Is the screen up and running?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not popped up in
Oh,
my.
got it. Okay, got it. Let's go.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm gonna have to give up this producer host relationship and just try to make it more like a host and have somebody else produce it. So Wendy, who is a founder of this sellinglater.com, and I found her on TikTok, and she's basically just kind of like out there, like adding value, and she's been kind of on top of the whole the NAR lawsuit thing,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of excited to have her come on, and I believe you had some interaction with her too, right?
Yeah, dude. It was funny. Well, you told me about her,
Yep.
and then sent me her TikTok, and so I was looking at them, watching them, and favored in some of them. And after
Right.
like my fourth favorite, embarrassingly far down, uh, she hit me up and she DMs me, goes, I don't know if that's the right word on TikTok, by the way. I'm not cool like that, but I assume it's DM. And she goes, "You must be the other podcaster," which just cracked me up. I was like, "Yeah, that's me. Hey, what's up?" But it was cool. We got to chat a little bit,
That is
because I
awesome.
worked for Rex for a short period of time, so I know some of the people that she was, has been talking about and whatnot
Right.
over there. So from the general counsel to one of the area managers that she's talked with, so that was cool to connect on that and
Right. Right.
chop it up a little bit.
Absolutely. And by the way, let me do a PSA here real quick. I just want to show people. Let's see. Where am I on? I am on. Okay, here we go. I just want to show people, like, be careful when you're on these social media sites. Look at this. So this person. So this is picture of Wendy, but this is a fake account.
Oh, interesting.
So what people are doing is like somebody who feels like they're like they have some influence or whatever. Look at this. So Wendy's ID is later Wendy. Look at this. Later Wendy with the two D's.
Dude.
So don't click on things that you can't really verify that it's actually who it's coming from. Right? Thank me later. But anyways, this is Wendy. Later Wendy, real estate help, and she does some she's on it a lot. But I want to talk to her because again, like she had these recordings with the Rex. Like I think it's gonna be really fun, just chopping this
Yeah,
up.
I think it'll be cool to talk about. A lot of
Yep,
ethical conversations that we can have with her.
absolutely,
So that'll
absolutely.
be next week or in the next week or two. That's
So
exciting.
yeah, so it'll be either it'll be next Tuesday or sometime before that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
So so departing from real estate a little bit,
Hmm.
just talking about the wider business world. Have you seen anything about OpenAI the last 4 days?
Oh, bruh. So first of all, oh my goodness. Let me chop this up. So first of all, I wish there's a way for me to be able to like share my phone screen here, but I can't. So first of all, like before we get to the whole OpenAI drama, look what I found. So do you have ChatGPT on your phone?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
You got
Ha-
Jarvis there.
have you seen this button?
Which one? The talk to it button?
This headphone button.
Yeah, 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 where you can talk to him. Dude, it's your own personal Jarvis.
Like
I'll be
like
100%.
I
It
I
talks a little bit
almost
slow.
I I'm not kidding you. Like I almost like fell out of my car. Like
That's so funny.
like I was talking to it and it sounds so real.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Like I found myself starting all my chat windows with, "Hey, how are you?" Like it's
Oh,
insane,
listen.
dude.
I do that anyways. One, because I try to always practice politeness. And my in-laws dogs are barking at me. Be
Well, my
quiet,
my
puppy.
my 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 dog's barking too, so it's all right.
Um, so one, because of politeness, and two, you don't know.
Yep.
I want, if the robot apocalypse comes, I'm kind of mostly joking, but not 100% joking. I want them to look at me and go, "That one always said please and thank you,"
See, so here's the thing. At our mastermind last week, one of the speakers actually said that you get better output if your input is nicer.
Okay, that feels. I got to test that. I
Uh,
got to. I don't
yep,
know how to
yep.
test it. I got to do it programmatically,
So
probably.
he's coming. He said he tested it, but we'll see. Like
But I
I
mean,
will.
I could imagine that being true, though. I
Hmm.
could imagine that being true because it does change the tonality of how it's going to respond to you.
It
If you
under.
speak to it like a friend versus barking
Well,
orders,
right. Like
it's going to be a looser. Yeah,
based on words, it understands like what
yeah.
it can comprehend, right? So it is kind of crazy. So with that being said, dude, like Microsoft just went berserk, right?
Yeah, so Microsoft did a huge investment into
Uh
Open
huh.
AI, and they've done a huge investment in them, not just monetarily, but also with server
Right.
capacity, right, for research and actually delivering the product. But
You want to give the TLDR version of what happened since Friday up until like late last night?
yeah, so let me give a 30,000 foot view about OpenAI. OpenAI is a company. If you've heard about ChatGPT, which I'm sure you have, comes from OpenAI, founded by a couple of guys. Two of which are Sam Altman and Greg blanking on Brockman, I think, blanking on his last name, and another third guy named Ilya. They've been developing this company for years. Started as a nonprofit, has transitioned to a for-profit with cap potential. So there's some fuckery going on. Like, let's be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Like, maybe a little bit, but the product is amazing, and it's getting more and more amazing. Dev Day was just last week, maybe it was 2 weeks ago now, where they opened up all of these API inputs and people can very easily, they were always able to do it, but now very easily can create um, these apps that use
Mm-hmm.
Chat GPT that the public, you can, Product Hunt's been full of them this last week and a half of like, here's our app for this. And it's just Chat GPT wrapper. Um, Friday, or maybe it was even Saturday, Sam Altman here, the guy who created a $90 billion valuation company out of nothing, gets fired by the board of directors. And here's the crazy thing about the board of directors: the board of directors that controls the actual company is the nonprofit's board of directors.
Mm-hmm.
So non-compensated, and mostly have not had really any experience in business. So there's a couple of two AI researchers, one guy, the CEO of Quora, not a publicly traded company, and then Ilya, Greg, and Sam. And Ilya takes the side of the board for some reason. We don't know why. We don't know why the board actually wanted him gone. We've heard lots of reasons, but they randomly fire Sam and demote Greg from chairman role, but ask him to stay. Greg's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, deuces, leaves. Sam's like, I'll be back, like very much like gangster. And it's been this whole roller coaster where Microsoft has stepped in, tried to broker a deal to bring them back together. The board was like all set to resign, it sounded like, but then they came back together. And so Microsoft said, fine, we'll take Greg, we'll take Sam, we'll put them over here. We'll keep supporting you guys, with server space. But anybody who wants to leave OpenAI and come to Microsoft, they're more than welcome. Here's some checks. And 700 of the 750 people have signed a letter saying they are leaving.
So
They're
I
not just like threatening to do it like they
right,
were on Sunday. They're like, bye,
right.
bye bye. And what's kind of crazy is the initial firing happened, and they were going to promote this third person, Mira, who's been the CTO of the company for a long time. She's like one of the original founders, and she was going to be interim CEO until they found somebody. And then yesterday, they announced the former CEO of Twitch
Twitch. Oh,
in the
we'll let.
CEO spot. And
Yep.
Techno Bros been enjoying the hell out of it. Yeah, it's really crazy to see what's going on.
Here's the crazy part of the whole thing is that I heard several different sort of
Ilya
like
Paul, all a letter.
Oh, dang it. All right. Lucas dropped off. I think he's going to be back. But so the couple things that I've heard was that I initially thought, like, I made a post on Facebook. I said, "Oh, this is the beginning of the Skynet," because I actually thought that the board got rid of Sam Altman because Sam Altman was more on the side of like, let's make this, let's control the whole AI thing. And I actually thought that the board was going to make it more commercialized. Now, it actually turned out that it was completely the opposite, where Lucas's internet is pooping, so he might not be joining back. But so it turns out that Sam is the one that actually wanted to be more a for profit, and the board was kind of against it. Regardless of however that turned out, Microsoft basically got a $90 billion company for not a whole lot because of this mass exodus from OpenAI going over to Microsoft to do the research on the new AI stuff. So it's kind of it's kind of nuts. But here's the bottom line is, regardless of whether this is going to turn into Skynet or not, right now you need to be all over the technology so that you can be more efficient with your work. And Lucas is back. Welcome back, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna last.
Oh, it's all good. So I was just kind of explaining how basically Microsoft just hijacked a $90 billion valued company for pennies on the dollar. It seems like, because now they have. I mean, how hard would it be to recreate something that they've already created? Not that hard, right?
I mean, might be underselling a little bit because they're not going to be able to take all the research, right?
Correct.
But I mean, they're going to be able to recreate it, and it'll still cost billions to recreate. But they know that they can get to where they're at. And what's going to be really interesting is that Emmett worked for Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch was bought by Amazon. Amazon has a massive investment in Anthropic, another large AI company.
Mm-hmm.
Anthropic already passed on OpenAI. The board did go to Anthropic to see if they'd be interested in a merger,
Hmm.
which is crazy. Can we just talk about that? How crazy it is? We don't like what this guy did. We still don't know. They haven't told us why they didn't like him. By the
All right.
way, a
Well,
rival company of the people who have already, like, it's mind blowing.
100%. Are you back with me, bro, or am I cutting out?
I Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. We got super,
Oh, okay.
like,
There's a
I barely have like one bar on ya.
Yeah, dude. I think we might have to wrap it.
All
Son of a
right.
gun.
So we'll do this. We'll wrap it. We've got some internet issues. The one thing we can't control is the internet issue, but we'll try to do like an impromptu one sometime this week and see if we can go from there. Cool.
Yeah. I'm renting a co-space office out tomorrow, so
Right on.
I'm around, or we can do Friday when I'm back at my office. So you just let me know.
Okay. Let's get it. Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
All right, love.
Appreciate you. All
Bye.
right.
You too, man.